Hi, Trinity Baptist Church. Today I would like to keep going with the Apostle John. The last few days we were in First John, we were in the book of John, and specifically we were looking at this theme that Jesus has overcome the world. And because of that, we know perfect love and we need not fear. The other book that John wrote, along with the Gospel of John, 1st, 2nd, 3rd John, is the book of Revelation. And we often turn to Revelation to try to understand the future. But one thing we should not forget as we read it is that John shares his visions with churches. More importantly, Jesus sends him to share his visions, these revelations, with churches that are being persecuted. And this same thing that Jesus has overcome the world is a major theme of Revelation. He has and he will. And so I think it would be good to read an example of that from Revelation chapter 12, and to keep Revelation in mind as a book that we might read when the world seems overwhelming, to remember that Jesus Christ has overcome it. This is Revelation 12, starting in verse 7. It says, "Now war arose in heaven, Michael and his angels fighting against the dragon. And the dragon and his angels fought back, but he was defeated, and there was no longer any place for them in heaven. And the great dragon was thrown down, that ancient serpent who is called the devil and Satan, the deceiver of the whole world. He was thrown down to the earth, and his angels were thrown down with him. And I heard a loud voice in heaven saying, 'Now the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ have come. For the accuser of our brothers has been thrown down, who accuses them day and night before our God. And they have conquered him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. For they loved not their lives even unto death. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who dwell in them. But woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil has come down to you in great wrath, because he knows that his time is short.'" That we can be assured of. The devil's time is short. Though he may be able to wreak havoc now, he will not reign, because Christ reigns, and he has thrown down the devil. And the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ are what will have the final word. He has overcome the world, and therefore we can obey his commandments and love one another and trust that perfect love casts out fear. Amen.